Non-confrontation is still confrontation. We're gonna start the video like that. I've been saying this forever. I actually had a conversation with my ex about this. Like we just was talking, like, and I was telling her, because I noticed it a while ago. Like, this is something that, like, I kind of peeped a while ago about people who always say that they don't like confrontation, like non-confrontational people. And I realized that, like, that's a problem. Like, that starts to be a problem. So I do got a tweet also. I've been saying this for a while, but I actually just seen a tweet too that came up that I felt like very much like, where I was like, thank you, finally, like somebody saying this. We're gonna get into that tweet in a minute, but I'm gonna say why I was saying this before, like why I've been saying this for a minute. I feel like a lot of times non-confrontational people, so non-confrontation is like everything. Like, you want to avoid any hostility or any type of disagreements, arguments, any type of debates, anything in that world. That's what non-confrontational means. Non-confrontational is not just fighting, like not just like fist fighting with somebody, like, oh, you don't like that kind of, you know, where things get to that level. Like, no, non-confrontation is anything in the world of just debates, arguments, intense misunderstandings, you know, like anything in that world. You don't even like upsetting people type shit. Like, it's anything in that world, right? Here's where my problem comes in with people who say they don't like confrontation and non-confrontational people. They're typically still confrontational. And I notice this with a lot of people who say it, because it's like, I'll see them on the internet. It might be, you know, if I decide to just log into Facebook and go look at stuff, or go on Twitter or Instagram. I see it on Instagram a lot. But it's like, these are the same people I'll see arguing with people day in and day out, or, you know, saying their takes or whatever, or going back and forth, you know, politics, this and that, this and that. It's like, you do like confrontation. You do. You just don't like it in real life, where, like, you feel like you don't have a hold on the situation, where you feel like you don't have control of the situation. But, you know, behind the phone, you're laying down, you feeling comfortable. Now you feeling good. Now you feel like you can say whatever you want, because you through a phone and they can't get to you in real life. People don't like the fact that you, in real life, let's say if you're going back and forth with somebody, they could do something to you. They could hit you. It's just reality. It's what could happen. People don't like the fact of, like, you could get hit in the mouth. You could get, you know, hurt for what you're saying. They don't like that. They'll rather wait till they're behind the thing, behind the phone, and now they feel comfortable to say what they say. I've seen that plenty of times, where it's like, there's people, even with me, who will show me like weird energy and stuff, and it's like, yo, bro, you would never say this to my face. You would have never said this to me. Like, where's this energy even coming from? And then I get thrown off, because I'm like, yo, bro, I've been around you a bunch of times. You would never acted like this. And then I see you now we talking through the phone, or like you responded to my story through the phone, and it's like, now you talking way differently than you would have ever talked before. And I'm like, yo, I'm thrown off now, because I'm like, I do not feel like this about you, or I would never have, like, even came with you with this kind of, like, almost passive aggressiveness. And so, like, where is this coming from? It's not making sense to me. If you feel a type of way, you should stand on it, regardless, in person and through the phone. Like, why are you, just because you feel more comfortable doesn't mean that, like, that gives you the right to just speak however you want to speak, unless you're willing to stand on it in real life too. You know, if that's how you really feel, because that's the type of person I am. If I really feel like that, then that's what it's going to be. That's how I feel. There's so many times where I've gotten, like, passive aggressiveness or certain energy through the phone, and it's like, when I see you, it's like, bro, what's good? Oh, what's up? Oh, hey, how are you? Like, so I'm like, hey, what's up? But I'm not gonna press you about it or say nothing about it, because it's like, it's not even worth it. But it's like, but you just did this little thing over here, or you just did this, and that's always weird. But I want to bring up the tweet that I saw, and this is how I've always felt, and this is how 100% how I feel about people who are a lot of times non-confrontational. It says avoidance. So the initial tweet said avoidance, quotes, I just want peace. It's talking about avoidance, how they say they just want peace. And then it says also avoidance, silent treatment, sudden withdrawal, refusing to repair conflicts. Then somebody tweeted it and said, or no, somebody replied and said, claiming to want peace while causing chaos through silence is just a way to dodge accountability. Real peace comes from talking things out, not running away when things get deep. Withdrawal isn't calmness. It's a way to control the situation without doing the work. Literally, it's a way to control the situation without doing the work. I love when they said that, because that's what I've been saying. All right, I had to do something real quick, so now I'm back. But yeah, like, I think it's just bullshit. I think it's like, you are confrontational. No, okay. So non-confrontation is still confrontation because you're not addressing things that need to be addressed. You're doing things like the tweet said, like giving people silent treatment, sudden withdrawal, refusing to repair conflicts. If that thing don't get repaired, then most likely it's not going to get handled. I'm 100% firm believer in the fact that like you need to handle these things. You need to confront this thing that you don't want to. Just because you say that monster is not under the bed does not mean that motherfucker's not down there. Like, it is down there. It could be down there. It could be. Just because the spider gets in your room and you convince yourself, you know what, I can't see it no more, so maybe it's gone. No, that motherfucker might still be in there. And because you're not doing what you need to find it and kill it and get rid of it, it's now you got a whole nother problem on your hands. You don't know where it went. You don't know what might happen. You don't know where it might end up. You got to address it, bro. You got to handle that problem. If you let it build, it's just going to build and get worse. Non-confrontation is still confrontation because you're not addressing what needs to be addressed, and then that thing could turn into more things, especially if it's like your friend and another friend and they're fighting back and forth. You should step in and be able to be like let's say if you got your friend over here but they're not friends with each other, your friend here, your friend here, so like they're not friends though. You're supposed to step in and handle whatever like argument. Let's just say they got an argument. I meant to say that. Let's say they get in an argument, they get into a misunderstanding. You're the person. You can't sit back and be like, no, I don't like non-confrontation. These are your friends. You have to step in and be the person and man up and be the person to be like, yo, let's chill. Let's talk about it. What happened? Da, da, da. You know, you have to do that. Confrontation is necessary in life. It's just what it is. Life comes with confrontation as well as anything else. Like being scared of confrontation means basically just not taking accountability and just not accepting what comes with life. You can't dodge it forever. Withdrawal isn't calmness. It's a way to control the situation without doing the work. Exactly. This is what I've been trying to stress. I've said this to my ex, bro. I've literally said this to my ex. Not in those exact words, but pretty damn much the exact words where it's like, I just don't believe in it. I don't believe in the silent treatment. Oh, I'm gonna stop talking to you for 3 days so I could deal with this. No, you talk about it, you handle it, then you go do that. Like, you can't just ignore a problem. It's like a problem in the body. If you ignore it, you take pain relievers, is that gonna fix it? No, you need to go and find out what's actually wrong with you so you can heal it. That's why I don't even like pain relievers. And a lot of time, that silent treatment is somebody's pain reliever. Yeah, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna feel good, but did the problem get handled? No, because you probably just caused more friction or anger inside that person or frustration in that person. And who knows when that's gonna get taken out or when the confrontation for that is gonna come out. Like, it doesn't make sense to me, bro. I don't think that's correct. I don't think that we should move like that. You should move better than that. And as you get older, it's not easy to do when you're younger, but as you get older, and it always got to be a big thing. You could be like, yo, bro, I didn't really like when you did this or this, that. I think we should talk about this. I'm such a person that's like, yo, let's sit down and talk about it in real life. I'm such a person like that. My ex is not like that. She wants to avoid it at all costs, but then through the phone, she would argue with me and go back and forth and stuff like that. And I was like, yo, if you would just talk to me in person, this could be handled in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But you don't want to do that. You rather be through the phone and feel more comfortable. But then it's just like, this is not getting handled the way it should because we're just misunderstanding each other, which you understand. Yet you still want to keep sitting here and doing it. It's just dumb. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in non-confrontation. I believe in understanding when a situation is not that big or not that necessary to give so much energy to, but just non-confrontation, just not addressing something, no. And that's my biggest problem, I think, in a relationship. In relationships is I will address stuff. I will call you out on stuff. I run the risk of losing you because you need to be addressed, or you need to be told about this flaw about yourself, or like this thing that you do wrong that's affecting me. Simple. And a lot of people do not like that. They don't like when you keep it real. They want you to tell them what they want to hear. I'm not with it. I'm not for the non-confrontation. I want to talk about it. I want to address it. I don't care. Whatever comes with it is what comes with it. But what also comes with it is the truth and the real, and I need that. Simple. Let me know what y'all think, though. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. I think it's just a fact, bro. Confrontation comes with life, period. So you're going to have to get used to it at some point. And the only way you're going to get used to it is if you become uncomfortable and accept and go through it. You can't run away from it forever. Like, it's just not going to happen, bro. Life is just not going to be easy for you if you do that. People going to take advantage of you, walk all over you, all type of stuff. But let me end this. See y'all later.